Hey all, have you been longing for a new Gunvolt game? I don't think you're alone. This game series obviously has a lot of fans around the world, and now finally it's here, Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger IX2. But it has a big problem, which I will discuss later. The game can be described as a futuristic two-dimensional platform game that places great emphasis on action. In this review I discuss the basic aspects of the game and how it's perceived on the Ninendo Switch. I post new reviews and other content every week, so feel free to support my channel by subscribing. Okay, let's go! This story is about Kopen, Lola and Kohaku, who are sucked into a wormhole. They appear in a parallel world where they have to explore a giant tower in order to get home. But in this world, not everything is as it seems. It is inhabited by vicious robots that are ready to pick up their weapons. Time to kill. The narrative is actually pretty good and takes some unexpected turns during the game. Things I don't want to spoil, but I like when things happen that you didn't expect. The control is responsive, it feels good to move in all directions, jump and use different weapons, but the most fun is to use Dash Bullet. This skill is so powerful and so easy to use. You fly through the air to pass tricky obstacles or to hurt your enemies. Together, most abilities form a whole that blends well together, except a certain melee weapon, which I will discuss soon. I don't know, what am I missing? Is this game supposed to be this easy? It lacks tension thanks to having an unlimited amount of heals. You can heal whenever you want to. As soon as you're low on health, you use your healing ability to get back to full life. This is in my opinion a big problem and takes the fun out of the game. I don't even have to worry about the boss's mechanics. Their attacks, which by the way look dangerous, are now completely meaningless and pointless. Look at this, I'm in the same position, I don't care what the boss does, all I do is I use my dash attack and heal when I need to. It's boring, way too simple and take the nerve out of the game. There was only one boss that I thought was exciting, the timed boss. There you need to make an effort to eliminate the boss and escape the area before time runs out. One of the few times it got really interesting actually, but as I said, with the possibility of unlimited heals, this game becomes far too easy and well, boring. The art style in this game is classic 2D pixel art. What really stands out are all the effects, especially when you meet the bosses. All bosses have their unique animations and special effects that really give a game its unique character. The levels also have different themes, a snow world, jungle stage, some desert, and some levels with a clear futuristic style. Inti Creates has managed to make a game that offers varied environments and cool effects. You have access to a lot of weapons. Among other things, you use a razor wheel that saws through the enemies. However, it appears that the weapon is relatively weak until you press Y 3 times. Then the wheel becomes much larger and does enormous damage. Unfortunately, I discovered I had little use for the weapon, mostly because it felt clumsy, and there was another weapon that was significantly more effective, namely Bullet Dash, to dash into your enemy and then use homing attacks. This makes the razor wheel almost obsolete and a weapon that loses its potential. With homing attack you can keep your distance from the enemy, minimize the risk of injury, and that the enemy is dismissed in an easy way. There are also a number of unlockable weapons that can be useful in some situations, but to be honest, the homing attack was by far the best option, at least for me, throughout the game. The enemies usually have a futuristic tone and look robot-like. They can be quite entertaining to fight against because they have different mechanics. Above all, I like this enemy that is blocking the way. It needs to be eliminated before I burn up in the lava, or in this situation where we are on a moving platform, the enemy must be destroyed, otherwise you will fall down. Quite fun actually. There is also a rich variety of enemies, everything from drones, human-like warriors, and static enemies who spray fire. It never gets monotonous. One of the best aspects of the game is the bosses. Each level ends with you meeting a boss, and it feels like the game developers did the job. All bosses are unique, have different mechanics, and also contribute to the game's story. But since you have unlimited heals, well, it's too easy. Anyway, here are a couple of them. Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger IX2 is a game that works well on Ninendo Switch. It flows just as well on handheld as in docked mode. I didn't notice that the game suffered from slowdowns or crashes. It was a smooth experience all the way through. The graphics are also nice, especially all the effects. Both effects you see when you use different abilities or the enemy's abilities, you will see explosions everywhere. It's intense and looks cool. There is also a certain replay value, because you can replay all levels in order to find objects and such. However, I didn't like the possibility of unlimited heals. It becomes ridiculous and removes the excitement from the whole experience. You know you will win, without even trying. Boring. But if you're a fan of Gunvolt and like two-dimensional action games, this game can be worth a buy, especially because the game has good control and nice pixelated graphics. Please subscribe to my channel for more reviews and other content. And now a comparison of what the game looks like on the old Switch and OLED.